Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for this video I am going to be doing a makeup look inspired by baby's breath. I did my birthday makeup and it reminded me of a flower, and turns out it reminded me of a French parrot's tulip thing, I don't know, but I then decided to give myself the idea of, that made no sense. I then got the idea to maybe do like a makeup series based on plants. So my up is going to be baby's breath, which is mostly grass pieces with kind of like white daisies on top. You know, it kind of makes the garden look dirty actually, but colours is beautiful. Let's get into it. So my skin is freshly cleansed. I just need to moisturise before I prune up, and before I do that I do need to pin my hair back, or my wig back. It is from Light in the Box and I am absolutely obsessed with it. It's technically my dream hair. I mean, who wouldn't want hair this length? It pretty much reaches down to my belly. I'm not a very tall person, I'm more like medium height. To moisturise, I'm going to be using my jojoba oil. I've also noticed that this oil has been doing some wonders for my eyes. Like I've noticed that I don't look as not wrinkly, but as crow's feet, or you know what I mean. So basically jojoba oil is beneficial for restores skin's natural pH balance, moisturises face and body, combats fine lines and wrinkles, which I did have under my eyes, cleans pores, lightens scars and skin imperfections, stretch mark prevention, treats damaged hair, prevents split cuticles, removes makeup. Which, when it comes to removing makeup, all I do is just wash my face instantly. Okay, so first things first, we do need to get my base over with. Okay, so my sponge is still reasonably damp from the last time I used it, which is good because it means I don't have to get up and dampen it again. I'm genuinely too lazy for that. I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Fit Me foundation. I go for a light coverage, I don't like too full of coverage. I've also been thinking of doing a eyebrow maintenance routine because I shaved them off, and yeah, since I do a lot of, which I haven't in a while, but I do a lot of theatrical looks, typically Monster High series, and you know, transformations into other people, whether it be other YouTubers or other celebrities, or with other famous people in general. So to cut the time in half of having to block my brows out, I'd shave them off. So much easier. First I lack the confidence to go out into public, but you know, if Kai Lily can, and then so can I. You don't have to worry, but people will look at you strange no matter what, whether you have brows on your face or not. You get strange looks because you've always got something on yourself or about yourself that stands out. So my original point was I am planning on doing a eyebrow maintenance routine. Like I said, I'm only going for a light coverage. I'm not exactly going out to a event or anything like that, so I don't need to, you know, hide behind makeup, so to speak. Okay, so to get my concealing over with, I've actually been using the NYX contour stick lately, and it is a shade lighter than the foundation, so it's good for brightening. And then I just reuse my sponge. And now to get in with my removal powder, I'm still going to use my sponge to sit underneath. And now I'm just going to use my face brush from Macleod Beauty and set the rest of my face. Okay, now to get a start on my eyebrows. Products as per usual. Anastasia Beverly Hills Dewdrop Almond Chocolate, and of course my Macleod Beauty. Oh, the label's starting to rub off. But suddenly I just have a wave of unintelligence. Duo brow brush is what I meant. Just lower you guys a bit without breaking the lens. Okay, there we go. Okay, there's one outrageously thick brow, so taking my concealer again. Okay, now I'm going to take some of Makeup and Chill and set my brows with that. What I've been doing lately, just to help make them look a bit more intense, and to set the pomade. So when I do it with powder, it just completely washes it out. Finally get on with the eyes, so now I'm going to take some of my primer, which is from the Nikki Tutorials collection, the Too Faced Sun Insurance. Okay, so now going in with my Duo paddle brush, I'm going to blend it in. And then taking some more of my powder like I always do and set over it. It's now to get a good start on the colours. I'm going to be working with the Sweet Peach palette, which I did buy a new one. The other one that I had came from eBay, and the colours just weren't as pigmented as what I would like them to be, plus there was no sweet scent to it, so I ended up buying myself a new one. So I did also buy myself the semi-sweet chocolate bar, which I will do a first impressions on eventually. But for now, this video first. So I have opened this already, I just haven't played with the colours yet with my old one, because like I said I did have another one, I just gave that one to my mum. So with this one, the colours will be a lot more pigmented. And there is a nice scent to it as well. So taking my trusty, you know, when I find it, the colours will mainly consist of greens because that's what Baby's Breath is. It has a lot more green. I'm going to use whatever whites that I can come up with you know, to make the inner corner. But also going to use the pastel goth just to get a start on the green, because there is a really nice grass green in here. But first we need a transition tone. I want it to be a neutral one. I also dropped my Subculture palettes. I smashed 2 shadows, but I managed to put them back in. Now I just have to make sure I be very careful with the palette when I'm opening it up. So I'm going to take some puree here, transition. Also, if you are paler or more cool toned skin, you will need to go something that's a little bit more lighter, such as more likely than peaches and cream. Because I have olive skin tones and not olive oil, like I said in a video a while ago. Oh dear. I corrected myself in the video, but I found that amusing when I was editing that video. So like I said, because I have olive skin, I can go for darker shadows. That transition is done. I can now go in with Gloom. Which the funny thing about this Kat Von D palette, I did get it from my camera cut off, but I don't know when it cut off. So any information that I was giving, I'm basically just blending it out. Okay, that's looking how I wanted it. So now for the other side, obviously. I'm losing hairs apparently. Okay, just to knock down the green on this side, I'm going to take some more of that puree shade. So now I want to take some of Bless Her Heart, which in my older palette, it wouldn't show up to save a life really, so it's swatched on my finger. I mean, you can probably see a finger mark on it. It came out really well on my finger, so comes up amazingly well on the brush. That is amazing. Sit when the glitter specks get in your eye. Also want to take some of Bless Her Heart and place it on the outer V of my eye. Okay, so now I'm going to take some of White Peach and Brow Bone, of course. So now I also really want to pack it onto the inner corner. I'm going to take some my pencil brush from Color Cosmetics. I'm taking in White Peach once again and really blow it up in my inner corner. Yes, there is a demonic child giggling in the back of the background. Okay, so last thing I want to do is actually add some glitter. My glitter from Nikki Tutorials, literally. I'm going to, which finger can I use? Hopefully not do a Mikey. Maybe it at least shows up. It's obviously cosmetic glitter, so I am safe to use this. Okay, cool. I like how that looks. I really like how that looks. I'm aiming for like a bit of an Amy's makeup boxing where she you know, goes overdosing on the glitter, but no, I don't want to waste too much. Alright, so now I'm just going to use my eyeliner from CoverGirl. Like a spade shaped one. I'm going to do my eyeliner with it. Okay, now for my lashes, I am going to go with my XC Beauty Pose Stack because that's literally the only brand of lashes that I have. I'm going to take probably the Brave. I'm going to use the lash glue that I actually dread, but it works so well to the point where when you take your lashes off, you get residue of lash glue up to your eyelid. I just gotta find it. I know it's in here because I put it in here, or it's not. I didn't put it in. 180% of my makeup brushes have black handles, and same with this lash glue. And this might be my sister took it back because it is technically hers. Or for the band because my cats have a weird, annoying habit of jumping all over it.
Who needs to clean food on their bed?
Not me. I sleep with Fofo. Called it was in my sister's room. I've got the exorcist in the house. Alright, I'll be back when it's... I will be back once these lashes are on. These lashes were a good choice. I'm going to... grab my CoverGirl, the Super Size mascara, and obviously mascara up my lashes. Just blend my own ones in with the fake ones. Okay, so whilst that is dry, we can now get on with the face. The rest of the face. Okay, so to contour and bronze, I am going to use my Ace on Tool palettes using my dense fiber brush. Technically it's a foundation brush, but I actually use it for contouring nowadays. Okay, as for my nose contour, I always take this brush again. Or sometimes I use a smaller brush if I want a really defined contour, nose contour. So I take the same one, so it's all done because this stuff goes, it can go on forever. And then I just contour my nose, just for a basic genuine shading. I just put like a pile of green in my nose. I'm not trying to make myself look like Mother Nature. Not today anyway. Now I'm just going to take some more of my face powder and spill half of it on myself. And with my sponge, just going to bake along the side of it. Okay, whilst my nose is baking in the open oven, I'm going to go back to bronze. So the same brush, use the colour next to it, shade actually. I might have piled on a bit too much, but that's alright. Okay, so for my lips, I'm definitely thinking something brown, so I want to go in with something that's cool brown, so I'm going to go in with some Cool Girl from Too Faced Melts and Matte range. Okay, now I'm happy with that, so now I can dust off this nose bag. So now for my highlighter, I'm going to go in with Lucent because I use Aurora way too much. And I do need to keep the battlefield even, so to speak. Okay, last but not least thing to do is fix spray. Oh, this is just depressing. Okay, so this is now the completed look. I really love how it turned out. I do want to see more towards green eyes, especially for my brown eyes. So I love the combination of everything. Not that this was some first impressions or anything. So thank you all so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed this chit chat get ready with me. Even though, I mean, it was cuts, I was speaking a lot, but in real time, I'm quiet. And just for a close up of the eye makeup. So thank you all so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed this video, and I shall see you all for my future videos. Ciao!